What if I told you that the quiet hours while you sleep? Well, what if they were actually a critical time for your muscles, a time when they could either be quietly breaking down, or, if you give them the right support, actually rebuilding and getting stronger? It's a really important question, especially for those of us over 60. So your body naturally loses muscle as you age, sometimes quite a bit, maybe up to 8% per decade. And here's the really crucial part. A lot of that loss can happen overnight, especially if you're going to bed, completely empty. It's almost like your body scavenging for fuel while you sleep. And if it doesn't find readily available stuff, it might start looking at your own muscle tissue. But, and this is the really empowering news, this isn't some inevitable decline you just have to accept. You can actually stop this, maybe even reverse some of this muscle loss, starting literally tonight. Imagine waking up feeling, well, stronger, moving easier, having better balance, more energy. That's what this deep dive is all about, showing you how to give your body exactly the right fuel before bed. We've looked at the research, the science, to bring you clear strategies.
Yeah, and what's really essential to grasp here is this concept called anabolic resistance. Basically, as we get older, our muscles just become less responsive to protein.
Less responsive, like they don't hear the signal as well.
Exactly. Think of it like the muscles' receivers are a bit muffled, so they need more protein or maybe better quality protein to get the same muscle building reaction they used to.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just about if you eat protein, it's very much about what kind and when. And in this deep dive, we're going to unpack some specific bedtime foods. These aren't just guesses. They're backed by real studies. We'll break down exactly what to eat, the science, why it works, and how you can actually do this easily and affordably too.
That's a powerful idea, isn't it? Turning sleep into this active recovery session. It suggests this quiet, almost hidden change can happen while everything else is still. So we're going to explore 8 specific foods that could really shift your body into that muscle rebuilding mode overnight. Let's jump in. Okay, so if our muscles are getting harder of hearing, like you said, does that just mean load up on protein? Or is it the type that matters most? Let's start with something that might surprise people, but it's probably right there in the fridge. Cottage cheese. Seems so simple, right? But apparently it's a bit of a nighttime hero for muscles after 60.
It's really about both the right type at the right time. And cottage cheese, well, it nails that. Its secret weapon is a protein called casein.
Casein, okay.
Yeah. So unlike whey protein, which hits your system fast, casein is slow. It digests really gradually. It releases amino acids, the building blocks, slowly, steadily for maybe 6 to 8 hours.
Wow, like a timed release.
Exactly, like a slow drip IV for your muscles, fueling them all night long. And this isn't just theory. A study, I think it was in the British Journal of Nutrition, looked at adults over 60. The ones who had casein-rich food before bed showed get this, a 31% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis compared to the placebo group.
41%. So they weren't just stopping loss, they were actively building muscle while asleep.
Precisely. Building muscle while they slept.
Okay, so how do we actually use this? How much cottage cheese are we talking about? It's actually pretty simple. Half a cup. Plain, low-fat cottage cheese is usually best. Eat it maybe 30 to 60 minutes before you plan to sleep. And if plain isn't your thing, it could be a bit bland.
Oh, you can definitely jazz it up. A few slices of banana are great, adds flavor, plus potassium for muscle relaxation. Good for sleep, too.
Okay.
Or just a sprinkle of cinnamon, maybe even a teaspoon of chia seeds. That adds fiber, some omega-3s, without being heavy.
Chia seeds, interesting.
And there's another little bonus with cottage cheese. It's a natural source of tryptophan.
Tryptophan, like in turkey. Makes you sleepy.
Kind of, yeah. It helps your brain produce serotonin, which promotes relaxation and sleep. So your muscles rebuild, your mind winds down. It all works together. You might wake up feeling less stiff, less sore, just more refreshed.
Okay, cottage cheese. That's a strong start. What about something even simpler? Maybe something you don't even have to scoop. Let's talk hard-boiled eggs. Super easy, right? Boil a batch, keep them in the fridge, grab and go.
Absolutely. Hard-boiled eggs are fantastic, especially thinking about that anabolic resistance we mentioned. Each egg gives you about 6 grams of really high-quality, complete protein. All the essential amino acids are there. But the key one here is leucine.
Leucine, right.
Leucine acts like a trigger, like flipping a switch to turn on muscle growth. And for aging muscles that are less sensitive, getting a good hit of leucine is really valuable.
Makes sense. Is there research on this too?
There is. A 2021 study, I think in Nutrients, found that adults over 60 who ate whole eggs before bed for 12 weeks, they preserved 19% more muscle than the non-egg group.
19% more muscle just from adding eggs.
Yep. And they also had higher levels of something called IGF-1. That's a hormone crucial for muscle recovery and tissue repair, and its levels tend to drop as we age.
Okay, so practical application.
Mhm.
How many eggs? When?
Just 1 or 2 is usually enough. Again, about 30 minutes before bed. They're pretty easy on the stomach, shouldn't spike your blood sugar much.
And for flavor or added benefits.
Well, you could sprinkle on some turmeric and black pepper. The pepper helps you absorb curcumin from the turmeric, which is great for inflammation, maybe helps with joint comfort.
Turmeric and pepper, okay.
Or even just a small slice of avocado with it. Add some healthy fat, helps slow digestion a little bit too.
Nice. Super convenient, no cleanup. That's definitely a plus.
Exactly. A really solid, no-fuss option.
All right, let's switch gears a bit. What about something savory? Maybe a little unexpected for bedtime? You mentioned tuna packed in olive oil. That sounds, well, kind of odd before sleep.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it does sound a bit unconventional, doesn't it? But it's actually a really smart combo for aging muscles. You get that complete protein for the rebuilding process. But the olive oil, those healthy fats, they deliberately slow down how quickly you digest the protein.
Ah, so it stretches out the fuel supply.
Precisely. It stretches that repair process deeper into the night. And, like eggs, tuna is packed with leucine.
That trigger amino acid again?
Exactly. The olive oil just helps keep those amino acids available in your system for longer. There was a study, American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, I believe, looking at older adults. Those who had protein-rich foods with omega-3s, like our tuna and oil example, before bed saw a 34% greater increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis.
34%. That's even higher than the cottage cheese study.
It is significant. Plus, they reported less morning soreness, better vitamin D absorption, and even lower inflammation markers.
Okay, I'm intrigued. How much tuna? And definitely in oil, not water.
Yes, in oil is key for that slow release. About half a can should do it. Again, 30 to 60 minutes before bed.
How should you eat it? Straight from the can.
You can. Or maybe with some cucumber slices or a couple of whole grain crackers if you need a little something with it. Just probably skip the mayonnaise. That can add unhealthy fats and might be a bit heavy before sleep.
Right, keep it simple. Maybe lemon juice or sea salt.
Perfect. Lemon juice, salt, that's all you need. It's a really strategic choice, you know? Good protein, good fats. Great for legs, balance, keeping your independence.
Okay, from savory seas to something creamy and tangy, let's talk yogurt. Greek yogurt specifically. This one feels a bit more like a typical bedtime snack, maybe. Supports muscles, but maybe digestion too.
Oh, absolutely. A Greek yogurt is what I'd call a triple threat for combating age-related muscle loss.
Triple threat. Okay, what are the three?
1, slow digesting casein protein, just like the cottage cheese. 2, gut-friendly probiotics. 3, bone-strengthening calcium. And it's much better than regular yogurt for this because it's triple strained.
Right, so it's thicker, more protein, less sugar.
Exactly. More protein density, less sugar, which is perfect for nighttime. No big blood sugar spikes. That casein feeds the muscles steadily. But the probiotics are really interesting too. They support your gut health.
And gut health is linked to everything these days.
It really is. Better nutrient absorption, potentially less inflammation. And there's research here too. A study in Frontiers in Nutrition. Older adults added Greek yogurt before bed for just 6 weeks. They saw a 26% boost in overnight muscle protein synthesis.
26%, wow.
And interestingly, improvements in their muscles' mitochondrial function. That means potentially more energy the next day.
More energy is always good. So how much, and does it have to be plain?
Again, about half a cup is a good target. And yes, plain unsweetened is definitely the way to go.
Why no flavors?
The flavored ones are usually loaded with added sugar, which can mess with your sleep and kind of counteract the benefits.
Okay, plain it is, but can you add stuff?
Oh, yeah. A few berries are great antioxidants, natural sweetness. Sprinkle of cinnamon, drop of vanilla extract, fine.
What are those chia seeds again?
Perfect addition. Fiber, omega-3s. Great for digestion. And don't forget the calcium. It helps regulate muscle contractions, nerve signals, might even reduce nighttime leg cramps for some people.
That's a big plus. Okay, Greek yogurt, another solid option. Now, what if someone prefers something warm before bed? Something comforting? You mentioned warm milk with turmeric. Sounds kind of like a golden milk latte. Blends old wisdom with new science.
That's a great way to put it. It's incredibly soothing, but also scientifically sound. You get the milk's casein protein for that slow amino acid release all night. You also get tryptophan, which we mentioned, helps calm the nervous system. And often, milk is fortified with vitamin D, important for muscles and immunity.
But the turmeric, that's the golden part, right? What's the magic there?
The magic is curcumin. It's the active compound in turmeric, and it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. For older adults, this low-grade chronic inflammation is often a hidden driver of muscle breakdown, joint stiffness, even poor sleep.
So the milia provides the building blocks, and the turmeric fights the inflammation that might be tearing things down.
Exactly. You create this optimal internal environment for rest, repair, and healing. There was a 2022 study, nutritional neuroscience, I believe. Older adults added curcumin to a protein drink before bed. They saw a 32% improvement in overnight muscle protein synthesis, plus less joint stiffness and better reported sleep quality.
32% and better sleep. That sounds amazing. How do you make it right?
It's easy. Gently warm 1 cup of milk dairy or a good plant-based one like almond or oat, preferably fortified. Don't boil it hard. Stir in about a 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric. And this is important. Add a tiny pinch of black pepper.
Black pepper. Why?
It contains piperine, which dramatically increases your body's ability to absorb the curcumin, makes the turmeric much more effective.
Ah, good tip. Okay, sweetener.
A tiny bit of honey is fine if you need it. Then just sip it slowly, maybe 30 minutes before bed. Very calming, very nourishing.
Okay, golden milk. I like it.
Yeah.
What if you're not a drinker or a scooper? What if you just want like a spoonful of something? You suggested almond butter. Creamy, fatty. Is that good before bed?
It can be, yes.
Huh?
Especially natural almond butter. It offers this really unique blend of nutrients perfect for nighttime support. You get those healthy monounsaturated fats. They digest slowly, providing sustained energy release, not a sugar rush, just steady fuel. Plus, you get some plant-based protein. But the real stars might be magnesium and vitamin E.
Magnesium. I know that's good for sleep, right? And cramps.
Exactly. Magnesium is crucial for muscle relaxation, calming the nervous system, reducing cramps, really important as we age. And vitamin E is a potent antioxidant, helps with tissue repair. Muscles take longer to recover as we get older, so that helps.
Is there evidence connecting almond butter fat to muscle preservation?
There is. A 2020 study in Nutrients looked at older adults having almond-based fats before bed. They showed a 17% improvement in something called nitrogen retention.
Nitrogen retention. What's that?
Think of nitrogen as a key part of protein, a building block for muscle. Better retention means your body is holding on to it, preserving muscle tissue, not breaking it down as much.
Okay, got it. Less breakdown.
Right. And the study also noted lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. High cortisol at night can actually contribute to muscle breakdown.
So how much almond butter? A whole jar.
Definitely not. Just 1 tablespoon is usually enough. Make sure it's natural, the kind where the oil separates. No added sugar or hydrogenated oils.
And how do you eat it? Just off a spoon?
Yep. Straight off the spoon works. Or spread it on a small piece of whole grain toast, maybe some apple slices, an oat cracker. Keep it light.
Just a slow-burning fuel source.
Exactly. And that magnesium boost could really help if you struggle with restlessness or waking up during the night. Helps muscles contract properly, balances energy while you sleep.
Right, almond butter for the spoonful snackers. What about something fruity, refreshing? You mentioned tart cherry juice, especially if someone wakes up feeling stiff or sore. This sounds less about protein, more about recovery.
Precisely. Tart cherry juice is less about providing building blocks and more about reducing inflammation and improving sleep quality, which are both critical for muscle recovery. It's actually one of the most scientifically validated natural remedies for this in older adults.
Really? What's in it that makes it work?
2 main things: anthocyanins and melatonin. Anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants. They fight oxidative stress, which is a major factor in muscle damage and slower repair as we age.
Okay, antioxidants fight damage, and melatonin.
Natural melatonin. It's the hormone your brain makes to regulate sleep-wake cycles. So tart cherry juice can help you fall asleep faster and maybe sleep more deeply.
Better sleep equals better recovery.
Absolutely. And the research backs this up. A 2019 study, Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, looked at adults over 50 drinking it before bed. They reported 33% less muscle soreness in the morning.
33% less soreness. That's noticeable.
And 15% better sleep quality. Plus, blood tests showed increased melatonin and antioxidant activity.
Okay, sold. How do you use it? How much and when?
About 4 to 6 ounces. Not a huge glass. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before bed. And this is key. Make sure it's 100% tart cherry juice, not sweet cherry, not a blend. Check the label for unsweetened.
Why tart specifically?
That's where the concentration of those beneficial compounds, the anthocyanins, is highest. It will taste quite sour, actually.
Sour is good in this case.
Yes. That tanginess is a sign you've got the right stuff. You can dilute it with a little water if it's too intense.
Good tip. So it helps you sleep, reduces soreness,
Yeah.
anything else.
Well, better sleep means better release of growth hormone, which is vital for muscle repair overnight. And the anti-inflammatory effect helps with general joint aches, too. Knees, hips, shoulders might feel looser.
Okay, tart cherry juice, great option, especially for soreness. Now, you mentioned saving maybe the most powerful for last, something that works even if you don't exercise much, a casein-based protein shake. Sounds like something bodybuilders use. Is it really relevant for, say, an average person over 60?
Absolutely. While athletes use it, the science strongly supports it as perhaps the most effective nighttime strategy against age-related muscle loss for almost anyone over 60. The reason is that slow digestion we talked about with cottage cheese and milk, but casein powder provides a much more concentrated dose.
More concentrated casein.
Right. When you drink it before bed, it forms this sort of gel in your stomach, and it just drips amino acids into your bloodstream for hours and hours. Constant, gentle support. This is incredibly important when your muscles are naturally more prone to breaking down during that long overnight fast.
Okay, so it's like supercharged cottage cheese, in a way.
Kind of, yeah. And the clinical evidence is compelling. There was a significant trial in 2021, American Journal of Clinical Nutrition again. Seniors over 65 drank 40 grams of casein protein before bed.
40 grams, that's quite a bit.
It is a decent dose, but the results, they saw a 22% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis, significantly less muscle breakdown. And here's the kicker: improvements in strength, walking speed, and balance, all without changing their exercise habits.
Right. Wait, really? Improves strength and balance without adding exercise, just from the nighttime shake.
That's what the study found. It highlights how crucial fighting that overnight muscle breakdown can be.
Okay, this sounds potentially game-changing. How do you do it? What kind of powder?
You want to look for a high-quality casein protein isolate, not just a generic whey blend, specifically casein.
Casein isolate, got it.
Mix 1 scoop, check the label for serving size, aiming for maybe 20, 40 grams depending on the product and your needs, with water or unsweetened almond milk. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed.
Can you add things for flavor?
Sure, keep it light though. Half a banana, maybe a teaspoon of that almond butter, sprinkle of cinnamon. Fine, just avoid those pre-mixed shakes full of sugar or adding lots of heavy stuff like cream. Keep it easy to digest.
Right. And this helps with hormones, too.
Yes, it seems to enhance the natural release of growth hormone and IGF-1 during deep sleep. Both decline with age but are vital for repair. And if someone has a low appetite at night or maybe finds chewing difficult, a smooth shake like this is just really easy and effective.
Wow. Okay, that does sound like a powerful tool. So listening to all this, it really drives home the point. Getting older doesn't automatically mean getting weaker. It sounds like it just means your body needs, well, a bit more specific attention, more intention. And definitely the right kind of fuel at the right time. Every single night while we're asleep and the world's quiet, our muscles are actually busy. They're in this crucial recovery phase. And now we know there are specific science-backed ways to really support that process.
Exactly. And that's the real so what. Here for you, listening right now. Whether you choose, that spoonful of almond butter or the warm golden milk, or maybe you go for the casein shake, these small habits, done consistently, they can genuinely have a big impact on how you move, you feel, how you live every day. It's not about being perfect every night. Nobody is. It's about consistency, making that choice more often than not. And truly, it is never too late to start putting this into practice. Never too late to invest in your strength.
So here's a thought to leave you with. Tonight, just pick one. One thing from this list that sounds appealing, doable for you. Try it just tonight. And then tomorrow morning, just notice. Pay attention to how your body feels. Do you feel maybe a little stronger, a little steadier, maybe a bit more energized than usual, even a tiny difference? That's your progress. And it can start with just one good night.